Welcome back to One Consciousness. This week, as we end 2023, all of my animals are going into my heart now, running there. Spiritual imprinting on the heart. This awakens the primal desire to connect in with them all at this time. Primal, pointing towards being awakened, concerted action together. We have awakened that pinnacle point of desire of connecting. We are all in this together. We are all one. For so long we have been separate from other species, all species. But our souls are all one and working towards these new times in history. The imprinting or linking of our soul's knowledge is so important in this time. Our lives of knowledge we have remembered is in the sacred records, the Akashic records. All of this information has been collected by us all to now come back to this time to be worked on in our haven together. They are asking us to release all of our knowledge to others, to each other. We are protected finally, and that information can now be shared where once it was dangerous to do so. I feel the sound coming from them. We are protecting you. It's coming from my animals. I have never felt safe before to share what they have taught me. Maybe now others can come out and come forward too. The Abyssinian details, the Forsythian, the intercollaborators of this time will all come together in May of this coming year, 2024, to discuss all of the final details, to be with the shamanic practices, to discuss the astrology. This information is ready to be released. It's about the other lands we have not been told about, the portal through to the inner earth, the underworld where the Pleiadian hosts have been working to elevate the vibration. The members of the Pleiadian circle that we loved, to transmit this vibration, they had to pass to then be reincarnated. There is so much we have hitherto not understood about the passing of species and why this had to happen. How we have investigated it with the current patterns of logic, only to discover now that this was part of the divine plan. The misnomer taking place right now is leading us down or along the correct path of the fruition of the disciples' unfolding plan. How many of you are feeling your animals jumping into your heart space? This may occur in many different ways, but it is all in the frame of imprinting as we spoke of last week. Then it was about spirit animals performing this function. But this week, it is our own animals doing this. They are reaching out to us so clearly in these times. The plants and trees that we have nurtured and connected with throughout this lifetime are also jumping into our heart space. We do not need to consciously know of their movements or their imprinting right now. Just be aware of the process taking place. Later in 2024, in other words, in a few months' time, all their knowledge will become available to us in the conscious. The light waves coming in through the solar flares will be activating our heart centers to release the information. And by our heart centers, this means our brains in our hearts, where all the sacred information on us is held, the great library of our soul's pathway in all our lifetimes, and the many, many changing facades of our animals' past lifetimes with us together. This can stretch back over many millennia and over many civilizations. The expanse of the information coming to the forefront is ungraspable by us in our current DNA levels. And this is how the solar flares in 2024 will be awakening us, opening up all of our energy, prehistoric centers of all knowing for us to access and share. We will upgrade quickly over the course of 2024. The birthing canal we have referred to oftentimes is the gateway to the new Earth. We believe there is still some distance to cover before we are all activated. But the consolidation process is definitely present right now in the Quercus. The maleficents will be dying back quickly, for the incoming energy will make it difficult for them to breathe, literally. There will be a complete mismatch of the energies without breathing apparatus for them. These solar flares we speak of are coming in from the central sun, different to the sun as we know it. It was in October 2018 when one of my horses started to draw my attention to these incoming solar flares. The animals are connected to Source in a way we are unable to be in our current human form. They know and are guiding us through this birthing canal. The nexus point between the divine and humanity is almost here, in this time of great remembrance of who we are, who we were, and who we have been in previous lifetimes, our infinite knowledge of the intelligence of the universe. It is for us to open now to the possibilities that lie before us, knowing that the universe is beckoning us towards the information from the galactic center right now. Be open to these insights coming through. Be with these principles that are being shared and hold them in your consciousness, even if you are unable to decipher them at this point. It is time to put your current worldly cares to one side and trust in the movement of the universe to herald in these new times. We are being prepared for them daily. Breathe deeply on a regular basis to take your energy into the space where you welcome in the new insights and breathe out the old paradigms. Clearing, purging is high on the agenda to make way for our new expansive selves to open up to the incoming volition of new, powerful, energetic forces, upgrading us on a cellular level. The evolution, meaning the new spiral-like energetic movement we have referred to in previous videos. Blessed be. Various sacred sites, both known and hitherto unknown, will be making themselves known in the public eye over the coming months, where much information of a sacred nature has been held to help herald in these times. Activation portals will help to release this knowledge when the time is right. We are close now. Mount Shasta comes up, and also another site in Tibet, deep, deep, either underground or in a mountain there. Watch where earthquakes are happening around the globe. The earthquake in Turkey in February 2023 was very close to the sacred site of Gobekli Tepe. Is the sacred site there more vast than we currently understand? Did the earthquake start to uncover a further part of the site? We are getting close to further revelations. Watch the fault lines as well in Tibet. those that have not activated for a long time, if ever. One of my horses drew my attention to the earthquakes that would be happening around the globe to signify the new times coming in. Their depth of knowledge never ceases to blow me away, especially in the times we are now in, with so much seismic activity. Never dismiss any of the information your animals tell you. Their wisdom is vast and their guidance unprecedented.